In next 10 minutes, you will able to learn Docker from scratch and you will able to launch your first container and you will deploy your static website with the help of Docker. Okay, so first we will learn about EC2 and we will install the Docker in that EC2 and we will deploy a Nginx image as well. So before starting, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, check out other videos, and if you're on LinkedIn, do follow me there as well, and you can check out my portfolio rakeshfan.in. So let's get back to our talk. So today we are going to see a Docker in action. Means the help of EC2 will install Docker and will deploy. And to install Docker, there are two ways. One is official. Let me write official, and there is unofficial. With the help of documentation, we are going to deploy and see how you can install the official version of Docker and unofficial version of Docker. Okay, just search Docker install and click on the first link, and here you will get the Ubuntu. We have a different Linux flavors. Okay, and if you scroll down, we will have the installation method. Okay, and here is the command. If you paste it all this command, it will install a Docker and you will able to use. This is the official way, and there is something called unofficial packages. You can see docker.io, and we are going to use this docker.io in installation. So for that, we will launch an EC2 and we'll give the name as a Docker demo. We'll go with the Ubuntu. Okay, and we'll go with a small T2 small. As of now, it's fine. Select. There is no need for the key pair, and I have a security group which allow all the HTTP and request incoming and outgoing, and just hit click launch. Okay, EC2 is launched and we'll connect to EC2, and first thing we will do after launching an EC2 is we'll update our EC2. Okay, we are in our EC2 machine, and first we will update. So the command for the update is sudo apt update. Okay, and you will give -y, so it will not ask for permission. It will install all the packages and all. Okay, now we will install Docker. So to install Docker unofficial way, we use sudo apt install docker.io. Just hit enter, give permission y. Okay, to check whether the Docker is installed or not, you can check the version, but I will say give the Docker PS, and you will get the error like this. Okay, why? Because the Docker user is not configured yet. Okay, so we need to use sudo docker ps, docker ps, and if we get like this container id, images, command, create, status, port and image, that means Docker is there in your EC2 machine. Okay, now we will pull a Docker image. Okay, so to pull the Docker, not the Docker, Nginx image, what you go to Docker Hub. Okay, and this is public repository, just like we have a GitHub, we have a Docker Hub for the images. Okay, and if you go, we have many images. Okay, you can see here we have BusyBox, Alpine, Nginx. So this is what we need actually. Okay, so this is the official build for Nginx. Okay, and we have a different tags as well. I will let you know what is tags and all, no worries. So to use this Nginx as an image, what you need to do, just give sudo docker pull nginx. Okay, and it will pull the nginx image in your EC2. Okay, how you can verify? Just give sudo docker images. Okay, now you will see the nginx, and this is created at 10 days ago. This is the thing. Okay, if you get like this, that means image is there in your EC2. Now you need to run. To run this image, we have a sudo docker run. Okay, -d -p. Okay, I will let you know what are all these things, port 8080 and 80, and here we need to give nginx. Okay, so let me copy this and I will explain what are all these things so that it will helpful for the upcoming tutorials. Okay, just hit run, and here you will get something, this id. Okay, so before starting, let me explain you what are all these things. Okay, so as of now I told sudo. Okay, sudo means the highest permission. Okay, the Docker, you are asking Docker to run in a detached mode. Like what detached mode? In the sense, your terminal, you run this command, so your terminal will be free to run any other command. It will not give you the logs and all. That means a detached mode. Okay, -p in the sense port. Okay, so whatever the port we have here, port 80, that port is we are able to access. Okay, and this port is a nginx port. Okay, and this is our image. So that means we are port mapping. This process is called port mapping basically. Okay, and now we will see how you verify. If you give sudo docker ps, okay, you will able to see this image, nginx image container is running. We have a id as well. Okay, you can see here this id and this is same. So kind of you can verify it. That means it's running. But how you are able to access? Okay, just click the copy the public IP address, okay, and just remember this is the port mapping, port 8080. Okay, just paste it, colon 8080. If you get like this, that means you're able to launch your first container, okay, in EC2 instance. Thank you for using Nginx. That means we are good. Okay, now what we will do, this is the part we have done. Okay, now the task is we have a EC2 plus Docker. Okay, now we need to run our website in using container. How we are going to do? Okay, so for that I have a Docker image which I have pushed to my Docker Hub repository. Okay, it's free to use, you can also use. Okay, and this is the tag. Why tag is important? If we mentioned while pushing our Docker image to Docker Hub, if we have pushed it as a latest, so we need to give it as a latest. If we have a marked as 1.0 2.0, we need to use that one as only. Okay, if you go to this Docker Hub, okay, Docker Hub, and if you see here we have something called 1.2. okay, if you go inside that, that means that version you will able to use it. That's the thing. Okay, so what we need to do, we will pull this Docker image, okay, this front end app Docker image in our EC2 and we will launch it. Okay, so for that we'll give sudo docker pull, and this will be our image name and the 1.0. okay, sudo docker pull rakesh 64 slash for front end app and then the tag. Okay, and it will pull it. How you verify? Just give sudo docker images. Okay, now you will able to see the other image, another other than nginx. Okay, but if you run this command sudo docker ps, it's not running, so we need to make it run. So the command for that is sudo docker -d -p, and this will run in the port 3000 colon, since we are using nginx in our docker image. Okay, let me check if I'm able to show you my docker image. Okay, it's not there. I will show you in another videos, no worries. Okay, and then we need to give our this copy and just hit enter. Okay, we got some issue, docker run. Okay, so we need to mention docker run run and then run. So that means if you got this, okay, that means it's running. So to verify, just give sudo docker ps. Now our container is running. Okay, and this is the container id. Now how you are able to access? Simple, just copy that url ip address. Okay, just, and we are running on port 3000. Just hit enter. Now you are able to access. It's fully functional and it's not local. Via ip address you are able to access. Of course you can add another feature like load balancer and all, you can add, but it's there, and you can create the pipeline as well, and then you are able to access. No worries, we will do in our upcoming videos. Okay, as of now we have done using EC2, but EC2 is way too complicated. Okay, first we need to install and all. What if we have another option, which is this? We have a ECR which is from Amazon, we have ECS, and we have Powergate. Okay, so in my ECR I have push one image. Okay, if you want how to push, okay, I will explain you, no worries. Just type ECS ECR. Okay, we have a elastic container repository. You can see here create repository. As of now I have one repository. Okay, and to create repository, just you need to give Rakesh, you can give anything. Okay, demo docker. Okay, mutable, keep it simple everything, and just hit create. Okay, you will able to see Rakesh demo docker and Rakesh front end app. So these are two repository in the sense you are creating in GitHub. We will create a like repository only now, so that you will push all the codes in that repository kind of things. Okay, same it is. And we have if we scroll down here, if you see here we push command, just copy this and paste in your terminal, you will able to push the docker image. It's simple. Okay, if you face any issue, do let me know, I will create a video on that, no worries. So as of now we have a Rakesh front end app. In that I have one image. Okay, this image is there. Okay, and with the help of this image we are deploying with the ECS. Okay, elastic container service. Let me open it. Okay, so in to deploy using ECS we have two options now. Okay, previously we have only one option. Now we have a two option, which is express mode, and the second mode is we need to create a cluster, then task, and then create a service. Okay, let me explain you. Okay, so way to deploy container. Okay, previously we have only one option. First you need to create a cluster, okay, then task, then in that cluster we need to create a service, create service, and then you are able to deploy it, okay. But now we have another option which is quicker and easy to use, which is express mode. Okay, basically what you need to do here, just mention the image, okay, from ECR, okay, and then it will deploy. That's simple. Deploy, that much simple it is, okay. So we have a express mode. We'll go with the express mode first, and later we'll cover the second option, okay. Express mode, click on express mode, and here you can see image URI, okay. Browse ECR image, select the repository, and this is our image, okay. Image tag, which is latest, okay, and just select image, and everything will be an optional, okay. You can see here everything is optional, no need to do anything. It will do everything for you, no need to worry, and just hit create, okay. And you can see here it's getting creating, and you can see here the resource timeline views. It will follow the same process only. First we'll create a cluster task, inside cluster we'll create a service, okay, and then it will deploy same task, but it's a manual with a default value kind of things, okay. As of now you can see a task definition which is created. First created cluster, task definition, target service, resource, and all the things it will do behind, okay. And then you will get the URL, and then you will able to see. But for that you need to wait actually, and then you will able to access. So we'll wait till this all process is done, and we'll see how you can access it. Okay, you can see the process, the timeline you can see in a table view as well, and in a timeline view first it will create a cluster, then task definition, target service, then the security group, log group, public ingress path, matrix alarm, set load balancer, security group, load balancer, listener, target group, okay, and then listener rule, and then scaling policy. Now it's service, and it's finally it in the deploying stage, so which is in progress. So we'll wait and see how things are going. Okay, so the finally deployment is done, and let's see how we are able to access or not. Okay, we are in a cluster, kangaroo percentage, okay, and we'll go to our load balancer. That's from where we are able to access it, okay. Search EC2 load balancer, and you will see yes, we have one load balancer which is ECS Express Gateway Application Load Balancer. It's created, and we have a DNS copy, and see we are able to access or not. Okay, we have something called application URL, okay, and we'll click and see how we are able to access or not. Oh yes, now we are able to access, and I guess in express mode everything is done in behind, and you will get the application URL, and then you are able to use it. So this is the thing, you can see here it's working everything with no effort. We are able to deploy our front end on a container using ECR EKS, okay. So that's the process you need to follow. This one is the express mode, which is easy to use, and everything is easy peasy, okay. In the upcoming videos for sure we are going to cover the cluster, task definition, what are all these things, and the services. But if you want to see what is these things, okay, we have a cluster. If we go services, which we need to create manually, by the way, if we choose the other path, and we here your container is running. This is the task in the sense container, which is how many containers are running. As of now, one. And we are here, we have a task definition. You can see here the task definition, all the details, okay, security groups, everything. So that's how you can do. So we have seen the express mode, which is new. Currently it is in AWS. Previously it was not there. So let's we have explored this express mode, and later we will figure it out how to do this one as well, okay. Hope you like this video, and if you're new to this channel, do subscribe, check out another videos as well. And if you have missed my previous video where I have explained about what is Docker and what are the things in AWS provide related to Docker, okay, what is this snapshot, okay, what is ECR is EKS, what are all these things, EKS, okay, it's kind of Kubernetes service, we will see, and we'll see the demo as well, okay. Hope you like this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.